Now, let's briefly talk about language. So, language is a communication system that involves using words and systematic rules to organize those words to transmit information from one individual to another. And there are multiple different languages, as we all know this. But all languages can be broken down into smaller components. Now, the lexicon of language is the words of a given language. So, what words do you typically use, and what words do you use in general? What words are applicable within this language? Grammar. Grammar is a set of rules that are used to convey meaning through the use of lexicon. So, what are the rules in which we can organize these lexicon or these words of a given information to convey meaning? Now, more simply, a phoneme is a basic sound unit such as ah and a. Morphemes are the smallest unit of language that can convey some type of meaning. All right? And lastly, language is constructed through semantics and syntax. Semantics, as you all know, probably are the meaning that we derive from morphemes and words. Okay? Syntax, quite simply, the way the words are organized into sentences. All right? Now, Noam Chomsky, he was somebody who was hugely influential whenever it comes to language development throughout developmental psychology. Noam Chomsky proposed that the mechanisms underlying language acquisition are biologically determined. Okay? He thinks that language develops in the absence of formal instruction. So even if we aren't in a place where we are presented with formal instruction, Noam thinks that we have the tendency to naturally want to be able to communicate. Although we may not form particular words or articulate words, we still have the desire to want to utilize our voice in a manner that conveys some sort of meaning, direction, or attention. And Noam Chomsky thinks that there's what's known as a critical period. This is the proficiency at acquiring language is most maximal earlier in life. So I don't know why we teach Spanish or other foreign languages in high school, why we begin doing that, because to maximize our ability to learn and pick up on language, we should be doing it in our earlier years. I know it may be a little bit harder for us as far as on the initial end, but we'll pick up on it a lot quicker if we were taught or introduced to a foreign language at an earlier age. That's just my opinion, but I'm not in education as far as the making decisions end. So if they ever ask my opinion, maybe that'll be a suggestion that I make.